We have more breaking news on our top story of the night, this time from the Associated Press. The Associated Press is reporting that the White House was briefed and knew about the Russian plan to kill American soldiers a year sooner than has previously been reported. The AP is reporting top officials in the White House were aware in early 2019 of classified intelligence indicating Russia was secretly offering bounties to the Taliban for the deaths of Americans a full year earlier than has been previously reported, according to U.S. officials with direct knowledge of the intelligence. The assessment was included in at least one of President Donald Trump's written daily intelligence briefings at the time, according to the officials. Then National Security Advisor John Bolton also told colleagues he briefed Trump on the intelligence assessment in March 2019. Bolton declined to comment Monday when asked by the AP if he had briefed Trump about the matter in 2019. Joining our discussion now is Yamiche Alcindor. She is a White House correspondent for the PBS NewsHour and an MSNBC political analyst. Also with us, Ron Klain, former chief of staff to Vice President Joe Biden and a senior aide to President Obama. Ron Klain is advising the Biden 2020 campaign. Yamiche, now we have a report indicating John Bolton himself verbally told Donald Trump. So we now have reporting that he was briefed every way he could possibly be briefed. He was briefed in writing more than once, going back more than a year. And he was briefed by John Bolton. That's a direct contradiction to what the story that the White House has been advancing so far.
That's right. So these reports by both the New York Times and the Associated Press are really in direct contradiction to what the White House has been saying. Today, the White House press secretary said multiple times that the president had not been aware of this intelligence. She also said that this intelligence was not something that was all the way formalized. In other words, that it might be rocky. But what we know from this reporting tonight, if it is true, it's that not only was this intelligence pretty solid, but they were also plans written up to try to figure out how the United States could respond to Russia's aggressions. So what you see here is reporting that just shows that President Trump, it seems to say at least, that President Trump knew what was going on and that now the White House is trying to deny it.
Ron Klain, if tonight's reporting is accurate, now we know one story that was removed from John Bolton's book because it involved classified information, because apparently this information remains classified. And John Bolton can't even, under those rules, answer the question, did you brief Donald Trump about this?
Yeah, I mean, again, I think the AP story is new. It raises a lot of questions. You know, the fundamental question, though, is why isn't the White House moving faster to deal with this? Why isn't it getting to the bottom of what happened, and why aren't they dealing in a more rigorous way with Russia? You know, Lawrence, I was struck that when the president announced that he wasn't going to go to New Jersey last weekend, it wasn't to get to the bottom of this Russia problem. It wasn't even to deal with 125,000 people dying from COVID. It was to protect Confederate statues on display in the nation's capital. And so, you know, we have now multiple reports, differing dates, differing ways of doing it, reports that the president knew that the Russians had a bounty on U.S. soldiers, and we've still yet to hear the president say he's going to do something about that.